So this was one of the better decks in Explorer before Dominaria United released, and Liliana the Veil slots really eloquently into it. You know, we're a deck that wants to put cards into the bin. She frequently has a game-winning Unite move. She can be a little bit of board interaction. For people that are familiar with this core, if you haven't followed a lot of Explorer lately, the general idea is you use Greasefang to floop the Parhelion into play as early as turn 3 and shove your opponent into a trash can by attacking for 13 on the third turn of the game, creating, generally speaking, insurmountable board states. Let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how it feels in a post Liliana of the Veil world here today. First matchup against the Play Blade, successfully navigated. The stream title or the go live notification? The go live notification was the statement. So I assume that's what you mean? Yeah, we gave Standard the old college try. I'm not gonna force it. Huh. Do I care more about Sorin or Shield Dread? We definitely don't really care about the fatal pushes. Think it's Shield Dread? That one kills me faster, right? The Blood Tithe Harvester is actually an incredible draw here for our opponent because it means that they have Revolt on demand for their Fatal Push. It's kind of a big deal. Untapped land that doesn't hurt us sounds nice. Man, that was an awful Grisly Salvage, huh? We're definitely playing this. The question is, what do we do after? I think this might just be a Greasefang to get it out of their hand. I want to use my mana for the turn regardless. Wow, I'm shocked they didn't just Fatal Push there. I was expecting to just, like, play this, use my mana, like, Raven's Crime of Fatal Push out of their hand. This is Explorer. This will make a couple of 2/2s for us, for sure. Rentang. It's a shame I don't have any way to get that in the bin, huh? Drop the old Cadillac down, crack them for 4 here. I mean, I think I just take this trade, right? Rather than... So, I don't really mind them fatal pushing the Chariot, obviously, because Greasefang could bring it back, but the fact that... I wouldn't be able to block and I'd be going to 8 would put me a little bit low.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay, and then the treasure token here means that they just have on-demand fatal push cracking. This might be a destroy a treasure token angle, chat. Pass here. I'm gonna hope they plus the Liliana, and then ideally they're gonna plus the Liliana, will bit a Parhelion, and then they'll tap out for Sorin, and then we'll get them. Down to 9.
I take no assurance. You deal with this annoyance.
Joke. I mean, this isn't lethal, but it puts us in a good spot, obviously. Our draw is real awkward this game. Pretty sure I'm just sending everything at the face here. Wow, Fatal pushing a token seems great for us. I guess they can Kiki the Harvester to kill the Greasefang, but that still leaves me Angel Chariot, right? They could use both Harvesters. That's true. They could clear it out. We'll see what Soren gives them.
Nothing.
I mean, our draw's just been bad. Like, I don't know that, like, did I have a better line to play around the Harvester Step Keep is the thing I guess you need to ask yourself? Or suggest to me? Like, was there something I missed here?
Don't overthink.
Alistair. So, there goes the Parhelion. Oh, they're draining us. Am I dead? This implies lethal, right? We're out of creatures in bins, right? I'm counting they can put me to 1. Because they can copy a 3-power thing, I block a 3-power thing, I take 5. No, everything's heads up here at this point. Which gives us a chance to KO them next turn. They could also just clean my board out here. Yeah, they can kill our board, but that doesn't kill us. We talked about that. I'm talking about do they have lethal this turn, not can they kill my stuff. Because if they just kill my stuff, they die to rat off the top at least. I should technically crew the Chariot, but it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Series of draws. Like literally 2 creatures and 20 cards. Alright, I think we're supposed to pivot off of... some of this graveyard stuff in this matchup. I think we leave Thoughtseize in here just for taking some of their key interaction. They're going to be pausing to hold up in spots. Trophy's probably better than Witherbloom Command here, just for the flexibility on it. I think I want to leave all of this in here, because even if they're attacking our graveyard, like, these games will be going long enough that we can hardcast some of these cards in some situations. Out of the Veil with Vornklex for instant unite. Seems decent. Well, so one of the upsides to playing Liliana the Veil rather than 6-mana Lily with Vorinclex Snapkeep is that, like, you don't have a bunch of 6s in your deck, right? So, like, I would assume the idea is that you want your deck to just, like, be more playable and have a better curve when you're not setting up specifically the combo. So you're right, in, like, a Christmas Land type scenario, which you're describing makes the 6-mana Liliana better, but, like, you know, you can't really play, like, 4 6-mana Lilianas and, like, a bunch of Vorinclex in your deck at the same time. Well, at least you won't win a lot of games if you do, I guess I should say. Not that you can't. It's the Informant, I think. Just play. They cast Chariot the fairway. They don't often do patches on release days. We'll see though. Hopefully they surprise us. Braveheart. Yeah, so one thing in my mind that I wonder about this particular list that we're playing is this is just a deck list off of Untapped, obviously. We had played an 80-card Yorion Abzan deck of this archetype before, and I kind of like that because, like, the point of the Abzan version of the Greasefang deck is to be like a more fair version where, like, you have this combo thing, but you also, like, grind better because of things like Chariot. And Yorion really plays into that I'm a more fair, less all-in combo build. Obviously, your combo draws come a little bit less frequently with more cards, but... Now, this is something that's super awkward to note, is that if they crew Unlicensed Hearse in response to you Witherbloom commanding it, if they crew it in response to you Witherbloom commanding it, it's no longer a non-creature and it stays alive. That being said, we have a... No, we can't, because they can just exile and then tap, right? Yeah, I'm dumb. I was going to say we could do it this turn and be okay, but that's actually not true. This card is super awkward into that one specifically. They miss it. A lot of people miss that line. I think I just gotta take this shot here. Yep, they missed it. So if they would have crewed that in response, it would not have been destroyed. These destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent. These are conditions that are checked upon casting and upon resolution. So if you no longer meet those conditions, it becomes an invalid target. Yeah, this is kind of why I like the bigger. We might swap to the Yorion variation of this deck after playing a match or two. I think the Yorion version is a lot better in this matchup specifically, and this matchup is very, very popular. Yeah, I think our optimal line was hope they mess up their two mo's. We're just so far behind. assume they're ditching at least to go blank. Delay. Okay. Oh, they're ditching it to Trespasser. Sure, that makes sense. Wait, what? Sure. Yes, resolves. All right, so we're a little bit behind at the moment. Well, I think them killing our Dorko is fine, Ting. Rather they not get the life. Straw. Man, they're just like clinging to this go blank for dear life. I could understand if it was like instant speed graveyard hate, but it's sorcery speed. It's a little medium. Our best draw is definitely salvage. Like we could hit the nuts of salvage into ditch a thing into put a rat into play. It's like the dream case scenario we're currently in. Growth Spiral, Explorer legal. Yeah, hex up. Alright, so let's put a Crocs into play here. Down to 7. This is where the magic happens. You know what would be really good at some point this game, chat? A free 4/5 I drew for my sideboard. Would have been nice. How about a land indeed? They can put us to 1? How? No creatures in bins at the moment. Oh, yeah, they can't copy Croxa, correct. That did not feel particularly close yet. Kinda just got dismantled there top to bottom. It's just how Magic be, Toe Smasher. Opponent's gonna have dead draws at times too. The Shockland interface is really bad. Doo-da, doo-da. The Shockland interface is really bad. Oh, the doo-da day. Well, the good news is we have two mana plays, so pick your favorite, or your least favorite, I guess, another way to put it. 2 draws and a rat here. It's a long boat. Probably a red-black rematchup, I assume. Historic kind of feels like the only varied format on Arena at the moment. Well, they know we have Greasefang. They know we have a boat in the bin. They know we have the lands to cast it. So I'd assume this long tank is trying to figure out how least screwed they are. Turns out least screwed is not an option. And that is the upside to playing a combo deck, chat. Sometimes, even when the matchup seems like it's bad, it's just like, oh, and they're dead now. Thanks for playing. Some fatal pushes this time again, just trying to become more of a mid-range deck here. Yeah, give this a go. Even though we're trying to mid-range, we keep Thoughteize in to protect our combo. Yeah, so like they're going to be more likely to have removal spells in their hand. Also, because we have Liliana in our deck, the Thoughtseize is a little bit less bad, so we can just like bid it to a Liliana later instead of a different card. Yeah, Tear Asunder is very good. I think the odds of us drawing lands are higher than the odds of us winning starting on 5 cards. So I'm going to keep the 6 on the draw and hope to draw a land or 2. Yeah, exclamation point card name. Does a card look up in chat, Roger Gould? It's where the magic happens, Chip. It is game music. Yeah, they fixed the audio bug like 2 patches back. It was only there for like 7 weeks, Mikey. Come on, cut him some slack. It was fixed very quickly. What's going on, Aughts? Good morning.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Yeah, the opponent's not ticking Lily up because they want to keep their last card in hand, so I assume it's a Doomblade of some sort. Bum bum. Bum bum. Riki Kiki getting into the red zone here.
Drop it.
Drop it. Please, the Liliana ultimate doesn't do anything. That's true. It's just the facts with Twitch chat. Magic is a painful game, chat.
We all have things we can
Woo! A piece of candy. Yeah, or just did her Unite move at this point, right? I mean, I guess it's only... The problem here is I just assume that
You won't be outsmarting me.
their last card in hand is a removal spell. Wait. It wasn't a removal spell? Excuse me? Bueller? What? Why were they not plussing the Liliana sooner, chat? I have so many questions. Chat, I have so many questions, chat. I don't understand. I don't know what to do with my hands. It's all a mess, really. I swear to you, chat, they're not a salaried thespian. You have to believe me. I don't really like Lily Plus into the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. It probably doesn't matter. Maybe that's better. I also, like, have the odds of hitting Parhelion with the Grisly Salvage, so, like, the upside's a lot higher. Are you gonna win this game? That can't be right. Looks like it. Okie doke. What a dumb game of Magic. And today, chat, on lessons in your disruption is bad if you don't have a clock to go with it. I just can't fathom why their Liliana didn't, like, go up sooner if, like, their last card was the Hitagetsu, right? Like, I thought for sure it was, like, a Heartless Act or a Noxious Grass the way they played. Bar, thanks for hanging out for 3 years. Welcome back. Chat, I almost conceded that game at several points. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing you have to realize is that if you want to do your best at winning Magic the Gathering, there's gonna be a lot of games that you win that also don't feel good to play. You have to understand you need to be willing to suffer. It is a core tenet to Magic the Gathering. The suffering makes us stronger. Naime, thank you for the 52 months. I appreciate you hanging out for almost 4.5 years. Happy Wednesday, welcome back. Is that the sales pitch for Magic as an entertainment product? Wait, they didn't... Is this a misclick? They didn't sack the witness?
Adversary. I like that. Shake down the locals.
I'm on a boat. Is it good for you, opponent? It was good for me. I got there. What incredibly fun game. Remember when I said Magic is suffering, chat? My opponent understands. They're like, nope, get me out of here. Although I will say, there's something extra amusing about the cat oven player deciding something was too miserable to play against. Explorer's kind of a Batman situation too, isn't it? I mean, if you're gonna twist my arm, I guess I'll keep. Alright, we played against Red-Black for 3 out of 4 matches this morning. Whee! These are a few of my favorite things. Are we having fun, opponent? I'm having fun. Well played. GG. I think this is my red-black board plan here. We trim these kind of graveyard-centric cards. We trim Witherbloom Command because it doesn't usually kill Hearse against a good player. We bring in 4 ways to kill Hearse. We bring in some Fatal Pushes for interaction. And we still leave this plan in here to be able to get him sometimes. Hey, Amalakan. Thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. The Warhammer cards are not coming to Magic Arena, is my understanding. We will, however, be getting the Lord of the Rings set next summer. It is a whole set. Yeah. And my understanding is the Lord of the Rings set is basically supposed to be Modern Horizons 3. Is my understanding of the power level. It is going to be at Arena. It is going to be at Arena, and it's supposed to be like Modern Horizons power level. Is my understanding. Which honestly, I'm super excited that it's going to be super pushed because I can't wait to hear the endless complaining from Magic boomers about how they need to play Legolas and Gandalf or lose the game. That sounds like a delight. So this trade probably implies they have a fatal push? No, huh? Interesting. Open on Raffine, so we can hit them with Chariot again. If they want to trade Kalitas for Chariot, I'm okay with that. Do not. They get another 1/1 here, but that 1/1 can't block. Fair. No, I was more of a Harry Potter person growing up than Lord of the Rings. Well, I don't have anything useful to copy with Reflection of the Kikijiki. So we got that going for us. Feels like Esika's Chariot angle, huh? Let's try to keep going wide here. Birds are slowly chipping away from us. Trying to figure out whether you thought of yourself as a Ravenclaw or more of a Hufflepuff. Chat, let's be honest. Is there anybody who doubts I don't ever think of myself as the smartest person in the room? Maybe less so as the older I get, but growing up almost assuredly. So the 25 months Panzer. The Grisly Salvage. Listen, chat. That's true. That description probably fits most Magic the Gathering players. I guess the Lilianas aren't doing anything either. This game feels kind of over, huh? Our fair game plan not looking great here. If I just attack their face, it's gotta end poorly for me, right? Yeah, I think we're just dead regardless of what we do. We're just getting ground out. Their board's gummed up and they've got ways to break the parity and attack through. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. And, I need to be able to just, like, draw some of our removal spells. Every game against the red deck is just 4 lands and gas. Well, have you read the card Fable of the Mirebreaker? That would probably help you understand why the red-black decks always seem to draw better than you. And that's honestly what I think, like, not to be hyperbolic about, like, the power level of a previously really strong card, but, like, it's really comparable to Brainstorm. Like, it's just, like, Fable of the Mirebreaker specifically isn't the card that beats you most of the time, but it's definitely the reason why you lost the game in almost every situation.
Telling me what you know of. I'm tired of your secrets.
Now they're debating, do they play Chandra or do they hold up Fatal Push? Because if they play Chandra and we have and honestly, chat, this is the power of this deck. This is the Splinter Twin situation, right?
Don't overthink.
Like, our opponent wait, what? Why? Okay, why would you pass here but then discard? Why would you pass here but then discard the Fatal Push? Now I'm confused. Like, I don't think discarding the Fatal Push is bad, but you should have played the Chandra, right? People are weird, chat. People are weird. I'm not playing Graveyard Trespasser out because I don't want it to just get Chandra down ticked. Oh, they could kill the boat with the K command. Sure, yeah, that's true. And they, like, untap and Chandra the boat? I guess. That just seems much worse than having Fatal Push plus Blood, though, right? Just like actually killing the rat? Yes, and now if they stick the Chandra, we get to tear her apart. That's exactly correct.
What? My hair is on fire? Yup. You're going down.
Are yelling timber, do-do-do-do, be-do-do-do. Hoping to draw a land or a 1-mana spell? Well, I mean, that technically qualifies. So, like, now their hand is empty. Land would have been better. That was actually, like, our only 1-mana spell, right? And, like, now we're ahead on board, and our deck just has the ticking time bomb of there's a rat coming up at some point.
This was boring anyway. Is it one way or another?
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. Do 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 do. Lands versus stuff? Nah, I think I want to split the difference here. I want to kill some number of their lands with this Liliana. We'll do swamps in the 2/2 versus the rest. And now we vibing. Just chilling, no big. Yes, for people that don't have a lot of experience with Liliana's Unite move, generally speaking, putting the lands into 2 separate piles of colors is ideal. Oh no, Chad, is gonna slip away from us? No rats in the top 15 cards of our deck. Alright, well, we're 1 land off of casting a Parhelion, but we're already through 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, they're a piece of graveyard hate away for being really ahead. Gonna have a piece of spot removal chilling at this point. We're gonna find out. The can't stay aways are currently in my sideboard. We board those out here. Alright, well, their hand appears to be blanked, so we got that going for us. They have, like, another Raven Man. Is that what this jump block means? Surprised they didn't double block to trade with the first block. Yeah, I saw the Informant. I guess if with our can't stay aways out, there's no reason to leave the card in there, right? Alright, the red block matchup feels slightly less bad when we've got our board plan down now. I think we were boarded incorrectly for that first one. We also just like oops killed them in the first game. Both of these last 2 times, it definitely helps. Getting a free one on the scoreboard in the first game makes stealing one of the second 2 much easier. Hey! We get to play on the Kaldheim board in Explorer now. That's great. I like when my favorite boards rotate out of Standard, Jack, because nobody wants to play Standard to experience them. It's like, wait, why are we seeing this board? It's a Standard board. I'm no longer accepting Standard deck submissions. No, I'll take a donation to get beat up in Standard for an hour. I'm just not going to be playing Standard of my own volition. Hey, look, chat. Another free win, game 1. We have our board plan down. Easy in, easy out. Free win, game 1. We've now played against red-black midrange 4 out of 5 matches this morning at Explorer. I had a Parhelion in the bin, plaid. There was one non-red-black deck who conceded the match after we killed them on turn 3, game 1. I don't have anything lined up for Snap currently, Spellslinger. Yeah, totally down for a submission. I even fix how good red-black is. Yeah, you start with Fable and see if that's enough. Getting rid of Fable's probably enough. I'm not someone who's arrogant enough to tell you that I know for sure what the impact's going to be when you make a change like that, because Magic's got a lot of variables. You gotta see how things shake out, but yeah, you need to start somewhere, and that somewhere is almost assuredly Fable the Mirror. We just like third land, Veil, edict your thing, right?
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. I've always hated crowds.
I would like to bin this boat, please.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I assume this is about to die, but you gotta like work through it at some point. Can I interest you in a minor change in 5 weeks and then a knee-jerk reaction 2 weeks later? That is really their MO, isn't it? Oh, blank. Rude. This might actually be discard the trophy, so I can play the land, cast the spell I draw, and then plus the Liliana, taking a card out of their hand, but not my own. Alright, so we're technically a little bit behind here. So their hand's gonna be empty and our hand's gonna be empty, but their creature land's gonna KO our Liliana, and they have a blood token. Pengu Power, thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
All right, chat. This is gonna bin a Parhelion and draw a Greasefang. Wow, never lucky. Chariot draw Greasefang would have also been acceptable there. I think that's actually the biggest fall short of this rotation that was really sad, is that mana bases in Standard are just really miserable and boring right now. They're just like not fun to think about or build, which is such a polar difference from the previous format. Like, I felt like the previous Standard format, there was so much to think about with your mana base, and now your mana base are like, here's a couple of dual lands, and then a bunch of basics, and just like nothing to think about, nothing to look at. Just very, very straightforward and dry. But for a mana-based renaissance to this, yeah, that's honestly a good way to put it. It was kind of a golden age of Standard mana. I'm inclined to agree with that. So long, Grisly Salvage. I hardly do, yeah. Magic is a skill-based game. Doo-da, doo-da. Oh, and I missed the donation? I did! Thank you, Spellslinger. And a hearse. Alright, probably dead. Unfortunately, their hearse beats the Thoughtseize bug. I will try the deck code, but could you send me a screenshot of... Could you send me a screenshot of the deck too from your deck editor just in case the import doesn't work? I think I can paste a code into BlueStacks, but not 100%. Looking forward to getting the official PC client for Snap next month.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
And thanks for the support. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Oh, this deck looks sweet. Has Fury been good? Cool. Looking forward to it. Oh, I didn't realize our opponent was playing red-black combo. Epic downfall plus Kalitas here. Really want to trade Chariot for Bone Crusher, I don't think. For those of you that missed the joke, chat, Epic Downfall means that you don't get a zombie from Kalitas because Epic Downfall doesn't kill the target, it exiles it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. They just have, like, another Kalitas here. Or are they just not expecting me to block with all 5? Because Kalitas can sacrifice this to get bigger, and then they could also have a removal spell. But they need, what, like 3 removal spells? This goes up to 6. And then, yeah, so they could kill 2 of these cats. This seems like a great exchange for us, so not quite sure what. I think they just like, I think they have 1 removal spell and they weren't expecting me to block with all 5. Sure. They just wanted to Extinction Event anyways. I think that's okay for us. I think this ending board state here is better off for us than we were before. Excuse me? Oh, they have Hive. They have Hive. Got it. I was like, wait, what is going on here? What am I missing? Alright, so Liliana and Raffine's Informant, obviously the best draws in our deck, so we can get the Parhelion into the bin. Blooming Marsh. Bum 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 ba da da dum. So the Hive can eat one of the cat tokens. Then they go to 3, so deal. Yeah, Epic Downfall's a truly strange choice of removal spell. Great. Well, we've played against Red-Black 4 times in 5 matches, but we're climbing, so... I'm just trying to think, like, what's in the meta game that Epic Downfall is good against? Because there gotta be some kind of thought process there, right? Yeah, it's also a removal spell that doesn't work well with 2 of their main deck cards. Yeah, I guess it's good against Old Growth Troll. It tags Updog. There's not a lot of Updog in this format. He says this is opponent cast 1. Alright, let's bin Parhelion, draw Rat. Never lucky. Rubber ducky. We've been to Esika's Chariot. We could draw Rat here. There we go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. When turn 3 Esika's Chariot attack is enough to concede to. Sure. I think I'm gonna board similar to how we played against the Red-Black deck. Not 100% sure what the opponent's doing, but this is kind of my become a mid-range deck board plan that's been working well. The opponent's playing Grixis, chat. Do we count that as Red-Black? Can I say 5 out of 6 Red-Black? Or do I have to like not count it because Because technically... I'm gonna be looking for a land with salvage, so I'm gonna be greedy here. Bottom of the land. It's probably red-black with a light splash blue. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Whether or not we classify it as red-black will depend on, like, what we see out of them. It's a good mood to have. Spinning away from Flagship here.
Something suspicious is going on. For once, it's not my... Off you go. You won't be outsmarting me.
We're actually just red-black with blue land so far, so I think I get to classify this as 5 out of 6 red-black. Yeah, that's exactly right. They've literally just played the same cards as worse mana. What are we tearing here? I think it's hers. Tearing hers unlocks some powerful draws from us. We chill on this now, right? Because we want to, like, end step, flip a boat, draw a rat, untap rat, attack with boat. Oh! Yeah, holding up the reflection means they can exile in response. Yeah, we're probably torched here, champ. We'll see. I suppose we could just trade the rat for the Graveyard Glutton when they attack. Now, to be credit to our opponent, Nicol Bolas seems like a banger in the red-black mirror, so that's a fun splash. I don't think Liliana actually makes Jund in Historic much better, but we should probably do it at some point for posterity's sake. No white in the salvage here is rough. We're talking about Historic, dang. Where both Luris and, we weren't even playing Luris and Jund Historic, we were playing, Wellspring. Hey, Godsy Games. Thanks for the 6 months, welcome back, appreciate the support. A YouTube video here brought you here to resub. Which video, by the way? Curious which one brought you back around. Either way, appreciate it. Let's lead on Informant. See where we go. Fun. The standard Jund Midrange. That was a rough one. Alright, deck, I would like one rat, please. Thanks, Ushman. Oh, the reminder! I need to remember to throw those in. Look at that. It does do some good. You're gonna all this in quick succession again when we switch decks, chat, but it is September, by the way. So if you're someone that enjoys my stuff, there are currently discounted subs on Twitch. If you are not currently subbed to the channel. I'm just gonna tear the Kalitas attack here. The too cute to tear us under the blood token. Yeah, definitely. There's a Kalitas looking right at me. Thanks, Cryo. Welcome back. No creatures in any bins here. A little confused as to what could be in their hand if they don't do anything here. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Could just be holding a bunch of interaction for Greasefang. Could be counter spells. In fact, I think speaking of counter spells, I'm gonna discard an Informant here and get my 5th land down, so that way if they make disappear a Greasefang, they have to sack a creature. Blocks here. I got you, Mikey. Unite's a ton of fun. We've got a new character releasing tonight. Speaking of, if you're someone who's into the Unite stuff, 7 o'clock Central, new character releases for that game. I'm gonna be streaming over on the YouTube side for Unite tonight. So we're gonna do some magic here this morning and some Snap. I'm gonna take a couple hours off to go hang out with the family and eat some dinner, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do some Unite in the evening. Yeah, Dodrio. Okay, boat resolve, say to K command. I'm just waiting on a rat. All right, show me y'all secrets. All right, chat, their secrets aren't very good. I think Espeon's great this batch. It's probably a slightly worse attacker than Mew, but I like it more. There's actually not a guarantee we get a patch with Dodrio. It's definitely already in the client. It might just be a goes live type thing. The game going long probably favors our opponent since they have Nicol Bolas in their deck. We're gonna play some lands out here. Punish for not playing out more lands with the go blank. We theoretically have 8 mana spells in our deck. A day late and a turn short here on old Greasy. Truly unfortunate.
When I will. You're telling me what you... Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Alright, that was one of our better draws. Yeah, they nerfed Cat Oven and they nerfed Unholy Heat. That actually meaningfully changed Historic for the first time in a while. I actually think Historic's probably the best it's been since, Historic's probably the best it's been since, what's it called happened? Since all the Horizons cards got added. Is Explorer like new Historic? So Explorer is a paper adjacent format. So this is basically like if you're familiar with Pioneer from Paper Magic, Explorer is all of the Pioneer legal cards currently on Arena. So there's no digital updates, there's no older cards like that are modern legal only. Explorer is a placeholder format for what will eventually become Pioneer on Arena. Yes, Explorer is a format that will eventually disappear once all of Pioneer is on this platform. No joke, Cryo. If you hop on into the subs Discord server, our Explorer channel is actually called Pioneer. Reminds me, I should refresh the integrations this morning. Sync it up. Discard a card? You shouldn't have. Alright, they're a red-black deck, but it looks like a red-black brew. That actually sounds great. You can pick any cards you want to discard, as long as that card is Can't Stay Away. Well, it is worth noting that Can't Stay Away puts the If This Would Die Exile It clause on here, so these aren't quite as good being Can't Stay Away back, but obviously better than not having anything to do. I hope so too, Caboose Man. We're gonna wrap up on some Snap at the end of today's stream. Looking forward to their global release next month for sure. They get to escape this back, which probably means we're dead. We have to draw a rat here. Chariot gives us some time to tread water at least, and draw 2 our combo kill. Hey, does anybody know offhand, when the Dominaria Alchemy cards release? Usually it's a month after, right? So it should be in like a week or 2. Don't speak the forbidden A word. Are you dead? This is why this deck is cracked, doo-da, doo-da. This is why this deck is cracked, oh, the doo-da day. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Things looked really bad there for us until they didn't, chat. 13 damage, that's a lot of damages, chat. It's a lot of damages. Big damn, big damn. It's my favorite Explorer deck at the moment. I don't know if I have one offhand, if I'm being honest. A lot of the decks I would really like to try and explore kind of just get trash canned by red-black at the moment. What put red-black over the top? So, and I've actually, so this is actually something I'd like to point out. I've had a lot of people say, Jeff, red-black got Liliana. This was expected. We need to wait and see what happens. Red-black being a dominant force in Explorer is not a new thing. Red-black has been one of the best decks in this format before Dominaria United released. It's just been getting better and better with every set release, and it's been reasonable for a while before. So long, hearse. You know, I guess with the Tear Asunder in hand, maybe I'm supposed to take the, maybe I'm supposed to take the Fable there. I almost said, well, now we get to take Fable anyways. But, you know. I take their King Command. One of these things is not like the others. Temple of Tilt, Temple of Tilt. Do 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 boop boo. Yeah, definitely, Phoenix. I'd be happy to tune that list up with some Shieldred in it. Sound like great flavors. It probably tastes great together. Thanks for the 9 months hung like a hamster. Appreciate it. The big 2-7. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I've told this story on stream before, but Christy and I didn't have a name for Jacob when he was born. And they were like, we really prefer you pick a name before you leave the hospital so we could finish the birth certificate. So we were like, pushed into finally deciding. Deck submissions are 5,000 bits or a $50 direct donation via Stream Elements. Also running right now, if you're in the US, is we do have the promo going for Green Chef 2. So if you're stateside, you can sign up for them and get a deck submission while also getting some eats that are pretty good. Yeah, but I didn't have Greasefang in hand, right, Snapkeep? So I don't think it's worth playing around that when I have a Chariot I want to untap and play. So, like, yeah, your line is fine, but, like, unless I know this is... Like, this wasn't in my hand, right? Am I misremembering? Chariot's so good at grinding. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to leave this there, so I get to discard a better thing. I ain't gonna fight spot regardless here. him. Untapped land? Would like to be on a boat. Yes, I agree with Liliana probably shouldn't be in against us post-board. Okay, and now we'll do this in response. Got him. So, you're dead. Are we 5-1 against red-black? Sorry, what's our record? Yeah, we're 5-1 against red black. That's true. Once we started sideboarding better, we've won all of them. We've also had some good beats, but sideboarding better definitely helps. John fight rigging with Shieldred and Obnixilis. We get Elvish Mystic 2. We do. I don't think we've played fight rigging since we got Elvish Mystic. Phoenix, would you like for me to build the fight rigging deck today as our second deck, or would you prefer it a different day? We'll also be doing Magic on Friday. You can let me know. Appreciate the tip and the support. Five 5-1 against red black. Doesn't that just mean 5-1 in Explorer? It does. Yeah, that's true. Up to me. I'm gonna do it first thing on Friday then, if you're fine with that. So we can do 2 different formats today. We'll do a little historic after this. Oh no, can we go back to red black? LOL. Alright, that's a boat in the bin, but we'll need an untapped land to play around Censor here. Censor this one, puppy. Magic is a skill-based game. Do-da, do-da. Bum 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 ba-da-da-dum. Alright, chat, we got a board. We gotta think about how we're sideboarding. Alright, I think I expect graveyard hate for most things. So I think we pivot off some of the graveyard stuff. I think Witherbloom Command's probably slightly better here because they're probably on like Rest in Peace and stuff as their graveyard hate. And I think I want the Trespasser's extra threat density. Obviously, we want the extra hand hate. Maybe we trim 1 command that leaves us 7 ways to kill a rip. Do I want Skysovereign Council Flagship? And do I want a second one? Yeah, I agree. I think Tear Asunder almost always comes in and Trophy almost always comes in. And I think this almost always goes out. It's just like worse when they have graveyard hate by a good margin. I think I want the first but not the second. Let's try this and see how it feels. Well, so Skysovereign is a threat, and it notably does hit, oh my gosh, chat, that's our only basic. I just pulled up my untap to look at how many basics we have when they played the Field of Rune. That's the only one. Perfect, Phoenix. Yummy. Yeah, I think Salvage was in one of the anthologies. Try and hit a land with Witherbloom Command tier. Destroy your graveyard hate. Opponent gives up. Ooh, I don't think I had that one yet. It's exciting. How's green splash felt opposed to red or blue? I haven't played red in a while. And this, for what it's worth, I'm gonna double check before I say this. Yeah, this is the only Greasefang deck that's putting up any results on the ladder. It is the second most played deck behind Rakdos midrange, and it has a 62% win rate. It's pretty good. It's also worth noting the 62% win rate I just quoted there based on untapped data does not remove mirror matches like MTG Melee does. And for people that aren't familiar with how mathematics works, if you're including mirror matches in the win rate, that means that it's actually higher than that against other decks. So yeah, it's probably closer to like 65 or more %, depending on how many mirrors you're playing. And it's the second most popular deck, so there's probably a good number of mirrors involved. Yes, whenever you include mirror matches in a stat like that, it drags the win rate towards 50%. So if your total win rate is under 50%, mirrors pull it up, and if it's over 50%, it pulls it down. Is exactly correct. I know Thoughtseize is castable, but I think I'd rather have the green cards. They're better. We are, in fact, now at 7 out of 9 opponents on red-black for the day. Red-black is likely still the best deck in Explorer without Fable the Mirror in it. I have an estimate on what percentage of arena players use untap. Very small segment. I would also estimate, I think this is a fair assumption, that the average Magic player using untapped is probably a bit more competitive and serious than the average player not using untapped. So the stats and win rates in general in untapped are probably skewed a little bit higher on average than what they actually are. Is worth noting. We don't have a complete data set there. We have some sampling bias. At what point do you just play decks that beat/prey on red-black? So I don't think that really exists, Slacker, is part of the problem. I don't think the red-black deck is designed in such a way, and the type of deck that it is, there isn't a, okay, you play this card or do this thing and the red-black deck stops working. Like, there's definitely decks that, like, could maybe have an edge against them. I don't even know if that's strictly true, chat, right? Like it's the known best deck. It has been for a while now. When you come at the king, chat, you best not miss. She-Holder is awful for us. I think I'd rather grind through Mirror Breaker. It's hard, and another part of it too is not only is the red-black deck just a high individual card quality, but Fable of the Mirror Breaker gives the red-black deck more consistency than the average other deck in the format has. So even when you have a deck that's theoretically reasonable into the red-black deck, you're just less consistent than what they are at playing the game. Is like what it comes down to. Alright, chat, we got a boat. And should we draw a Liliana or a Connive card, chat? We have the trophy to clear this leyline out. Well, shoot. I mean, for what it's worth, chat, this is our 7th red-black matchup today, and we're currently 5-1 in the matchup. Obviously this one's not done yet, but even if we lose it, we're 5-2, right? That's true. We are getting close to hard casting Parhelion. You're not wrong. Seven out of 9 matches, Wargy. Yeah, Skysovereign is very good in this matchup. It is this matchup is part of the reason there's a second Skysovereign in our sideboard chat. I'd also like the record to reflect our opponent had Leyline of the Void and Hearse that game, and they died. It's probably a trophy the Leyline angle, right? It's probably a trophy the nothing angle, because they're currently stuck on lands. Alright, chat, and rewarded for not trophying the Leyline. Boseiju is $20 in paper. God, NFTs suck. Are we just listing obvious facts now? No, we're making amusing comparisons that Magic cards and NFTs have a lot of parallels. The borderless one is $50. Okay, chat. So the pricing that you hear being discussed right now is exactly why Magic Arena is successful, despite the fact that its pricing model is abysmal. Because Magic players are used to being fleeced. Alright, we're chilling. We're chilling. One more land until we can drop the Parhelion like it's hot. Arano, thank you for the 45 months. I appreciate the prime. Welcome back. This is a trophy of the Den of the Bugbear angle, chat. Oh, I should have. Yeah, I should have trophied in a response, right? Okay, I took 4 here I didn't have to take. Mistake acknowledged. Yes, if we cast Parhelion, we can Informant, and if we discard a spell... Oh, I guess I could kill it in response to the Connive trigger, though, right? Is the problem? Sunny Hotbox, thank you for the 20 months. Welcome back, appreciate it. Let's play their hand out here.
Enough with the mysteries.
They draw a creature that can crew the hearse. We'll be in a little bit of trouble here, but then any creature that crews either of our things also puts them in trouble, so goes both ways here.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
They exiled all their own creatures. Oh, they found a Bone Crusher. Sedge. All right, that deals with the hearse. Yep. Dead to a Thoughtseize. Dead to a Liliana. All right, remember, I should be +4 life if I had sequence better, so we would get one more draw here if I brick. All right, that's not a brick. Oh no! Oh no! Well played, opponent. Well played. When they suddenly got priority after I crewed this, I was like, wait, what do they have that kills that doesn't crew the other one? Yeah, so if I would have sequenced better there, we probably win that game, right? Because I'd have had one more, and maybe, you know, actually, maybe I'm supposed to just go to combat regardless, because if they have any spell, right, like any removal spell, they like go to kill the boat, then we crew the Parhelion. Yeah, my attack was just wrong. A non-noxious removal spell, we could have also played around there, right? Because like they go to kill the one boat, we crew the other boat and then attack with it, and if we get 2 attacks, that one kills. Yeah, so our deck was very capable of winning that game. I flubbed it though. Noted for next time. That's fine, chat. We'll get another chance to play against Red-Black right now. No, I don't, like, there's only one basic swamp in the deck for a reason. Mana base is rough. Oh, mono black. Our opponent's looking daring today. All right, let's draw a white source and ditch rat plus Parhelion. Red, black, mid-range, no catch-up, please. Thank you.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yay.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That's kind of close. My fiance loves the Lizard on a Chair version of your song so much. I got her a birthday card with the lyrics. That's great.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Yeah, I messed this up. I should have discarded this earlier and kept the 4th land. Thankfully, our deck's kind of cracked here, so it probably doesn't matter, but I think it's worth acknowledging. I think I discarded the wrong things with Liliana. That's great, Slim. And I think we just board the same way we do against red-black, right? It's just like our anti-mid-range board plan. Has become more mid-range ourselves. I guess maybe Fatal Push a little worse. It's probably fine. Maybe I bring in hearses of my own because of their up dogs. Yeah, let's do that. That last game chat is a good example of what makes a deck good. Good decks can pull you through your mistakes and allow you to win the game anyways, despite making some flubs. When someone tells you this deck is good, you just have to play well with it, the translation of that comment is, this deck is bad, but if you play well, you can make up for the fact that it isn't very good. And obviously, the best decks are better when you play them really well. But again, that's not always going to be the case. You're going to make mistakes sometimes. Stuff happens. This feel like a Graveyard Trespasser angle to anybody else? They just want to hold up removal while Chariot. Who are the road top gamers of Magic Arena? Definitely Blue White Control. Nobody likes them. We're not even sure if they like themselves, to be honest. Yeah, definitely, Mikey. That, the 4cc, that's money pile, right? Hey, thanks for re-upping, Kenix. Appreciate the vote of confidence. I plan to be here for the next 6 months. We've seen much play control lately. No, not nearly as much. Magic Arena is definitely back in black. And this is, again, kind of that 1-2 that this China deck is really good at doing, chat. We applied a bunch of pressure with our fair game plan, and now I get to Greasefang. Do they have a Ray of Revelation? If they have a Ray, they get to survive. If they don't have a Ray, they're dead. Fatal Push doesn't do it. I don't have Revolt. Ooh, that's a spicy piece of technology. But it was also a 3-for-1, so like, deal. Rank you down to 7. Untapped land means this can find a Greasefang for lethal. Little punish for exiling our Greasefang. I forgot we had this. I boarded out my other reanimate stuff, which is why I exiled my Greasefang last turn for a damage.
When I win, you're telling me what you know.
Yeah, the new Shocklight interface is like comically bad. It's not a good siege yet. Okay, we might be getting ground out here. Could still peel a Fang. They're getting priority, but they also have Reckoner Bankbuster available to them, so could just be that. The bank has been busted, shit. Each discard a card. I think we just tear Lily a new one here.
I'll be back with friends. Drop it.
Thoughtseize is a good one to get rid of at this point.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
This is the point where if we were playing a match of paper magic, I would say to my opponent, show me an instant speed removal spell that kills Greasefang and I'll concede. but because we can't do that, we need to just chill because we have a couple of draw steps here. Dead to their threat. Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. Seeing the Bank Buster, I think I want these commands, which from the Fatal Pushes. Let's give this a go. Come on, Hutch. It's been a very Rakdos morning. We've also won a lot of matches, so hard to complain too much. I'm a Magic player, so I'll still complain a little bit, just as like a matter of fact, but it's been all right. I think regardless of the result of this game, we're gonna switch it over to some historic after this is my plan. Show me your secrets. Only I get to be a Liliana. Have a Liliana? I can't salvage into any 1-mana plays. I think we just chill. Oh, actually, I think we just Liliana and go up, right? So that way, if they play one of these, I can down tick and then down tick into the next one too. Yeah, this is definitely mine.
My home, and you won't be outsmarted.
I'm gonna discard the salvage here because I'm just gonna like draw and cast Esika's Chariot and then plus this with an empty hand next turn.
I'm tired of your secrets.
So obviously they get to Liliana Edict by Greasefang. But then, like, I got to take a card out of their hand when they didn't take a card out of mine, so we're up resources overall in this exchange. Now, one thing that is noteworthy here is that my opponent does not have a 5th land currently.
Haven't you ever heard?
And my Liliana ults before their Liliana ults. Good draw.
Luck favors the foolish after all.
A boat I can cast, please.
You won't be
Well,
outsmarting me.
kinda. That at least gets charged up if we find something to crit. They're not plussing their Lily. That's good for us. It would be less good if that card's an Invoke Despair, though. As in, like, 2 days from now, Lucas? Hey, sweet. And they usually put out new codes for freebies and stuff when they do that, right? It's a removal spell or an invoke, one of the two.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Off you go.
I mean, if their last card is Invoke here, they have a real shot still if they draw land. Alright, so we can daisy chain our vehicles now, or we could just draw that. Hers hits for slightly more damage here, but I think I'd rather wait and just build it up to 6 here when I get a little bit bigger before I start attacking. Yeah, they blitz. I think they have an Invoke in their hand, chat. I think that blitz was because that card they've been sandbagging is their best possible spell. Or a meat hook. No, I think if they had a meat hook, they would have just, I think if they had a meat hook, they would have hooked, what's it called? The 2/2/2s.
No more distractions. Let's drop it.
They did have an Invoke, chat. Our read was good. We are firmly in the driver's seat now. Dead.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Hey chat, this deck's got a very high win rate for a reason. I felt like once we got a grasp on what we wanted to be doing in terms of sideboarding in the mid-range matchups, things went pretty smoothly. Basically just like full pivoted out of the graveyard plan to be something more fair. You're looking for a deck that's not red-black to stomp around with in Explorer. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Was very, very, very reasonable.